Hey Wardwell, it's more that it's quite complicated to stream to both YouTube and Twitch, and there's not many people watching on YouTube generally. It's not really that worth. I'll have VODs on Twitch instead. We'll see. May still change my mind. I'll stop it for a few months, see how it goes. If people really want the YouTube co-stream, then we'll add that back in down the line. It's mostly that I just don't see much value from it, but you know, if loads of people say that they are using it and getting value out of it, then we'll rethink, obviously. The zero supply was a lot harder at a lower level with Solkamas. It's very, very easy. Don't have any charms, by the way. Major nor minor. I still think it can handle it at level 400 with best in slot. Need to be careful, obviously. With a protection imbue should be fine. Maybe 500 to be super safe. Hey Mazrin, thank you. Thank you for the raid. Just been a bit quiet for a couple of minutes, my son's still falling asleep. Thank you though. I try, Convulso, I try. Every 2 days I try to do a stream in. Can't do it every day. Next one on Monday morning. Monday evening, same time. Yeah, I'm going to do some Bashmu into Summer Court today. Plan is to not use a single consumable in the whole stream. Unless I forget and I accidentally use like a potion or something, then we should be able to. I did decide to come here today because I do need to do the Beastry still. Still quite a lot to do, to be honest, of this one. I have only 1,000 of the small ones and like 700 of the bigger ones. Many hours of bestiary left here. And I have that leftover energy protection imbue, so I figured this would be a good way to use it a bit. Now that I'm done with bull tours. No, 35kk roll. 35kk profit per hour is probably more possible. You've got the mouse and you don't know how to use the buttons. You get used to it. When I first got mine, I also struggled, but you get used to it very quickly. K4C, don't worry. You'll get there, and it's definitely worth it. Hey, Ruby. It's totally worth it, though. Hey, up and drop out. We're doing 300k in 9 minutes. We're on track for about 1.8 in the hour that we're here. Not bad. We have old hotkeys. Yeah, I generally try not to combo Control Alt and stuff with my mouse hotkeys because it's a bit tricky. Unless it's like not a commonly used one, like I've got like Levitate and Magic Rope and stuff, and like Control F1 and stuff. But I don't think I'd be using my main abilities that way. Second avatar in 10 minutes. What's going on? One of these is actually even like 80% strong to Earth. I think it's the Bashmu, the regular Bashmu. Or is it the juvenile one? It's hard to say. Either way, Earth is actually not ideal here. Ice is the best element. Even energy is better, but sold my soul commas, so I think their claws are better than lion. The sanguine claws probably better than lion claws. Even if the element's a bit worse. Oh, another avatar. Wow. Not that they're that useful here, to be honest, but they always feel good though. Think Monk will get any other? No. No elementals. No chance. We're stuck with what we've got. The elements we have are good enough. I wonder if they do add this, if they have added a vocation, if they give them like fire and ice as the default elements. It'd be interesting. But newbies who aren't quite good at level 290 to do Sura Mirror, would you say Yalhagrim is... Yeah, it's still your best bet, Yalhagrim is probably. Well, Hyenas maybe? At least profitable. You're probably sick of Grim Reapers by that level. Curious which button you use to turn your character, still control. I have a very small keyboard. I have like a 60%, 65% keyboard, which means that all my keys on my keyboard are very, very close. So it's quite easy to reach everything. Yeah, of course, where hyenas are a bit worse. So just give up a bit of experience for actual profits. That's the trade-off with the hyenas. I think it's fine. Finally remembered to switch to headphones before opening the Tibia client today, so I think you can probably hear the little melee slaps as I auto-attack the monsters for once. Yeah, I use control to move, to rotate. When I first started playing the monk, it did make my pinky hurt. I got used to it. It's all about practice. Nope. Alt for turning? No. I don't think so. That must feel very weird. Must be pressing with a different finger. No way does he press an Alt with his pinky. That's weird. What the fun? I use space too much, I think, to do that. I guess that's an option. Seems weird to me though. Hmm. 500k in 17 minutes. Yeah, we're on track for about 1.8k. I'll take it. Okay, my son's asleep. Let me hide that message in a sec. Alright. Alright, so yes, we're gonna do 1 hour here, then we've got summer course at 10 PM European time, so we're gonna do that afterwards. Don't know how long for, 30, 40 minutes maybe, and then I'll go to sleep. And then on Monday, we'll be back to Nosferatu duty for sure. I'll re-imbue the death protection, and on Monday we'll probably be doing Nosferatu dungeons. I don't think we've streamed much of that. I've mostly been streaming the fortress, the castle area. So we'll be doing some dungeons on Monday. Unless I fail to book them, but they're not that popular. The goal today is to maybe hit 3kk profit with 0 supplies. We'll see how lucky we get at Summer Court. And just as a reminder, this is no charms. I have no major charms, no minor charms, nothing. This would be very, very easy with like crit charms. But that proficiency 6 on the Sanguine clause is very, very, very nice. I think I'm always going to be using it. I was sure I would be using the 10% crit damage, but the heal, so nice, dude, so nice. Extra like 5,000 healing a minute is crazy. Hey, Jelona. In Soul Commas, proficiency 5, you want to go for +1 attack. Definitely not the crit. In Soul Commas, proficiency 5, it's either the +1 attack or the fist fighting for percentage of fist fighting as damage for spells, but the +1 attack works out better. It's definitely not the crit. in Sanguine clause is the 10% of fist fighting as extra for spells is better than +1 attack. But they're pretty close anyway. The +1 attack is better for bosses. When is the best fighting one worth taking? In Sorkamas, never. In Sanguine clause, basically always. We ran the numbers and it's basically always better if you're hunting. The bossing, the +1 attack is always going to be better, because obviously the fist fighting one scales with number of targets, which will never actually work out in your favor when you're bossing one monster. So for bossing, always +1 attack. In Sorkamas, always +1 attack, and in Sanguine clause, +10% of fist as extra damage, just for hunting, always as well. But most I use Corsair Scimitar. It's like one of the top 2, 3 for MMOs. What's imbue and armor? I have energy imbue at the moment. Earth is actually better for Bashmus, but I was hunting a lot of Bultors and some Falcons, so I had energy protection. But if you're going to imbue specifically for Bashmus, then Earth is better. They're very similar though, they're very, very close. Hey Quinn, how are you doing? Horizon people in League solo queue. You mean your teammates? Yeah. I've been meaning to play a bit of League. It's been a couple of years since I played. I think I'm due a game or two. Maybe I'll maybe one day when I'm having like a longer stream or something, I could do like a Tibia stream and then like invite people from chat for a game at the end of the stream, for example. I've got a couple weeks off towards the end of September, so I'll be having some longer streams then. Maybe we can do it that way then, you know, I'll stream. And then at the end of the stream we'll do a game of League with viewers. Could be interesting. I used to be really good, but I haven't played really in years. I'd probably embarrass myself. But hey, it'd be fun. Zero motivation to grind? Yeah, I feel ya. You can see that I have pretty much full stamina. I've lost a little bit of motivation. I don't really play much outside of streaming now. When I stream, you know, obviously streaming gives me motivation, so I like that I'm streaming. But outside of streaming, just like going hunting. There's a prismatic ring on the floor we just walked past. Imagine playing some weak-ass Vocation and having to use prismatic ring here. Ugh. This is the 5th avatar in 26 minutes, by the way. Very nice. Hey Krushka. Good evening. What is a prismatic ring? I've used my fair share of prismatic rings, to be honest with you, Quinn. I like Falcons when you first start Falcons. Prismatic ring is very nice. I think I've used them at Overworld as well. But yeah, I haven't used much of them, but there were definitely a couple of places where they were good. And I swear when you first started like Grim Reapers at like level 130, you kind of wanted a prismatic ring as well, I think. But nowadays, I basically never use it. Are you able to progress without pay to win? Gear animus skills? Of course you're able to progress. It's going to be slower, of course. There has to be some sort of reward for investing in the character. Perfectly doable without it. Insane profit, maybe Nerf Monk. I think pretty much every vocation at this level can do a profit similar to this now. What are we looking at? Let's wait for 30 minutes. Oh, okay, let's see. At 30 minutes, we're probably going to have 820k profit or so. So we're looking at what, 1.6, 1.7k per hour at the moment? At a typical profit spot? I don't know. I think every 600 could find a profit spot where they could make that much profit, I'd say. Doing Falcons with 0 supplies yesterday and doing 2kk profit while doing solid experience. Now that may be, I could agree, that may need changing. But this, Bashmu's, nah. Yeah, my brokers. Yeah, it's pay to win, but not pay to play, for sure. You can definitely play for free. I'd say you need to buy your premium account, that's it, to start with. I do not understand farming gold in-game as a free account for your premium account. Horrible. Evening, Benny, hello. I saw the profile update was live. I haven't set one up yet, but I checked out and renamed my default profile. Good shit. What's the Solkamas price? I sold mine for 15k TC 2 days ago. Alright, 30 minutes in, yeah, we've got 828k profit. So yeah, we're looking at about 1.65kk profit in an hour, which is fine. But honestly, nothing like insane, considering this is a dedicated profit spot with like no experience. The Falcons thing was a bit sus. I admit that. In Falcon 0 supply is questionable. Use NPC buy value for loot value? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I can double check if you remind me towards the end of the stream. I can have a look and double check. But yeah, I only use market value for, you know, imbue items and stuff that actually makes sense to be on market values. Siema Hergłowa. We can check real quick, like a couple of items. Let's say Guardian Halberd, yeah, NPC buy value. Elvia's Robe, NPC buy value. Anything else? Lightning Legs. NPC buy value. Yeah, it's all NPC buy value. I sell to NPCs, so that's where it should be. You bought for 600kk in Antica. Prices are a bit cheaper generally in Antica, I think. I'm in Green Battle Eye, so it's a little bit more expensive, I think. Not by much, though. Look at those windows. Tibia 7.5 is golden. I will admit that the UI design is quite possibly the most dated part of Tibia. The client and the UI, it's pretty horrible. I wish it was a little bit more flexible. I'll cry with a T1 gift sub. Thank you, Markrai, and hello. Appreciate it. A friend told me a week ago that he plays spreadsheet game. You know, different people like different things. I mean, I don't know if you're talking about Path of Exile or Tibia still. Path of Exile also uses a lot of spreadsheet type stuff. I actually surprisingly don't do much of like spreadsheet stuff. I prefer actually playing and not as much time spent theory crafting and stuff. Kinda lazy for that. I let other people do the theory crafting generally, like Tom in my Discord. Legend. Called in from work, migraine and other health concerns. Sorry to hear, Markrai. Sorry to hear. Get better soon. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the gifted sub to Lima Uyghur. Well, hopefully this stream will make you feel a bit better, Markrai. I've got my new proficiency in the Sanguine clause, the healing one. Maybe some of it will rub off on you. Casually brute force in Divine Caldera formula. He's brute force like everything, every formula. It's insane. Tom now has built all the calculators for damage, I think, for like every ability in the game. And he's planning to put it like online somewhere. Still casually hoping that he'll let me host it on TibiaPal. So that would be an amazing tool with all the data that he's gathered over the years. Sanguine weapon level 6 upgrade for the monk gives us 100% of magic level as healing for everything. So the reason it's so good is because, well, first of all, the monk has high magic level, so I have 60 magic level now, so it's plus 60 healing on every healing spell. Now monk has Exurigran, which is already incredibly efficient for mana, but now it gets plus 60 healing every second, so even more efficient. And it also works on the monk virtues, you know, every 2 seconds when the monk attacks, he gets a little heal. It also adds plus 60 heal to that, so basically you get plus extra 180 healing every 2 seconds from 2 Exurigrans and 1 attack. So it's like extra 90 healing per second or extra 5.4 thousand healing a minute just for that proficiency perk, which is just mad. It's like insane sustain. I have no doubt that Tom knows more about Tibian formula than basically anybody at Tipsoft. I don't know, maybe someone like Nightmare probably maybe knows similar amount, but no way there's anybody else who knows more than Tom about Tibia's own formulas. How's the monk after nerfs? All good, Machi. It's not as broken as it was. It's still very, very fun. Still very powerful, so much more in line with other vocations now, but it kind of sucks at late game team hunting solo, so that's the drawback. Sucks at late game team hunting. I don't know why I added solo to that sentence. It doesn't make any sense. It just sucks at late game team hunting, that's all. I'm going to take my 800 RP and do a 600k spy hunt, making less EXP and profit. Well, then just take him to like Russia West or something. And you're probably going to do more XP than I can do anywhere, and you're probably going to do like 2kk profit as well, so it's all relative. This is like one of the, like, again, this is like a perfect spot for the monk, right? With like 5-6 creatures at a time. Easy to kite them, quite slow. No, it's different vocations have different strengths. Yes, Markrai, we do know. We already ran the numbers. So in the Solkamas, +1 attack is better. +1 attack is better than the 7.5% as extra. But in Sanguine Claws, the 10% is better than the +1 attack. So yeah, in Solkamas, +1 attack. In Sanguine Claws, +10% of Fist as damage for spells. Unless you're doing bossing. If you're doing bossing, then of course it's better to go for +1 attack, because the damage for spells is not as important on bosses, because it's just one target instead of many. Hey, Manic. I've actually got a video coming out next Friday, breaking down every single proficiency tree for every single, like, you know, endgame monk weapon, like starting from like the level 250 weapons, you know, like Moonspade, Lion Claws, Inferno Claws, Cobra Bow, Naga Katana, Falcons, Sanguine Claws, and Solkamas. I'll be covering every single tree and saying what's like the optimal path, the defaults of path, with then a few alternatives based on whatever you're doing. I think that'll be a good video. Loads of people have been asking for that. Why did you sell Solkamas? I'm not planning to play a terrible amount of the monk over the coming months. I'll be playing my sorcerer. And yeah, I'm just not planning to play monk that much. I'm primarily using Sanguine Claws everywhere. So I figured I'll just sell the Solkamas. While it's still very expensive, and hopefully, you know, 6 months down the line, I can purchase it for half the price. That's all. I don't really need it at the moment. Would I record something like that for an EK? I don't really know that much about the EK, and also it's annoying because the EK has 3 different weapon types, so that video would be super long. I don't know, maybe, but not soon. We ran the numbers, Mark, right? We've got like all the formulas and stuff in the Discord. So somebody plugged in the numbers with like assumptions for how many targets you're gonna hit, etc, etc, and yeah. Bottom line, it turned out that on Solkamas, the +1 attack is pretty much always better. And on the Sanguine Claws, the 10% is pretty much always better when hunting. That is the summary. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna like playing the MS very much. I'm just gonna play the MS. I'll record everything I want to record on the MS from like level 200 to 500. Yeah, and then I'll be back on either the monk or maybe something else. We'll see. I'm not planning to like switch to MS long term. How much did I get for Kamas? I sold for 15k TC. I have 3 MS waiting. I have an MS level 300, 400, and 500. I'll just play those. Record what there is to record. What level is your monk now then, Malcry? Have you really been playing it a lot? I didn't realize you were like as high as level 400 on your monk. Like 17 more minutes of Bashmus. I know it's not the most thrilling hunt. Still think it's kind of nice for the profit. But yes, after the Bashmus, we'll be heading to my court. I've got it available in 19 minutes. And probably stay there for about 40 minutes or so. Oh yeah, Bashmu is terrible experience, but still, I'm doing like 3.5-ish raw, which, you know, yeah, it's like less than half of what I really want. Now that I've tasted that 9kk raw at Dragons, it's hard to accept 3.5. Fair enough, Mark, right? It just sounded like you need to make adjustments because you've already got Soul Mass or something, that's all. Fair enough, fair enough. The top Polish monk said he's losing the will to play the monk. Popped, right? He's rank 2 monk, right? Yeah, I'm not surprised. I really don't think it's like that. I think a lot of the top monks will stop playing or burn out or give up because a lot of the top monks are naturally team hunting, right? Because team hunting is better. So anyone in like the top has been team hunting for months with the monk now. And they're probably starting to realize that, yeah, in the late game team hunts, not so good. I still think it's fine for solo hunting. Like, I don't think any solo monks, even at level 6, 7, 800, are going to be quitting because he's like weak solo hunting. Solo hunting is still fine. It's just his team hunting is very difficult to make work. So any solo monks will continue playing, and any like, you know, exclusive team hunting monks will probably slowly start giving up. Unless maybe Tipsoft makes some changes, team hunting, but I don't really know how they do it without like basically reworking the whole vocation. Oh, fair enough, Mark. Mark, in that case, whatever I said, disregard, because it works differently. It works totally differently. I was just talking about the monks +1 attack on the Soul Mass and Sanguine clause. I think on the EK, just the formulas are different and stuff, so you can totally disregard. I don't know what's best on the EK. It's not going to be the same as for the monk. Calculation's totally different. I don't know if plus one attack is good for 30Ks. Sorry, you should you're in my Discord, aren't you? There's now channels for each vocation. So you can just go into the night channel and ask there. Someone will explain. I think numerical changes are never going to be enough to make the monk good in team hunting, though. Well, because, well, they could be, but then he would be so busted for solo hunting, the community wouldn't allow it. His problem is just damaging big groups of monsters, especially mid-movement, when he's not the target of those monsters because there's an EK, and I don't really know how you can resolve that. You just need to have more chains with larger jump range. That's about it. The only thing I got. Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course you can buff their mentor others spell and just make everybody else strong, but I don't really think that fills the power fantasy of playing a video game, you know? Oh, I suck, but at least everybody else benefits from my buff. I don't know. Seems iffy for Tibia. I guess that's a way to do it, but the monk itself would still feel bad. I guess the numbers would be fine of the team. Do I think Soul Command's prices will drop? Yes, I do. Like right now, it's like 600 KK. I expect it to drop to maybe 350 within a year or so. It's still going to be very expensive, probably the most expensive soul item forever. But it will be more reasonable, yes. Especially as those like some of the top monks start quitting, right? There'll both be more supply from like monks quitting and a little bit less demand from fewer monks hitting those levels, I think. I could be totally off base, but I expect Soul Command's price to be going down, which is exactly why I sold it for now. 0 supplies, oh my god, I'm surprised. I don't know if you're serious or not, because I do like 0 supply hunts all the time here. So I don't know if you're being sarcastic that, oh look, Kusnier doing 0 supplies again, wow, I'm so surprised. Or if you've actually never watched me before and you're seeing this for the first time, in which case you're genuinely surprised. But yeah, this is just my bread and butter. I'm the poor man's monk who always tries to do 0 supplies. You'd think I've made enough profit now to start using supplies, but no. Yeah, Monk's Gear is pretty expensive, Malcry, in the mid game. Like the 300 level stuff is expensive, but the actual like Sanguine stuff, for example, is really cheap. Sanguine claws are like 60 KK now. Sanguine trousers around 100. You can get the full Sanguine set for 150 KK or so, which is like half the Sanguine legs for like EK or Paladin. So if you don't need like the Soul Mass and like, I don't know, mutant high trousers and demon mango, it's not that expensive. What charms are you using? 0, no charms. I don't have charms here. I'm doing Beastry. I don't even have minor charms, so. Oh yes, this could be even better with charms. Yeah, no charms. I can show you after this pull, just in case it's hard to believe. There you go. No charms. No Bashmus. No Bashmus here either. I only have 1400 of these little ones. I don't think charms would change very much, to be honest. It would increase the kill speed by like a couple of %, but overall I don't think it would really change anything too much. Do I think Sanguine Claw's price will drop? I mean, it doesn't have much room to drop anymore. It's really, really cheap already. Someone was selling one on Antica for like 40k the other day or something. It's just, I mean, how cheap can it get? It is still a Sanguine item. What's my current base, fist, and magic level? I'll check for you in a second, sir. My base fist is 109 plus 5, so 114. And I'm pretty sure my magic level is 47 plus 2, so 49. Let's have a look. Yeah, 47 plus 2, so yeah, 49 base. Best spawn, besides Nagas? Yeah, definitely dragons. You can always check Tibia Pal, got it all updated. Welcome to Oppa! Thank you. Thank you for the tier 1, appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Paint removing charm expansion or not really adds up. Yeah, I think... Well, for me it's a little bit different because I often like to showcase respawns and make videos and stuff. So it's kind of like cost of doing business, right? That's why I reassign the charms to like showcase what's possible with charms. But yeah, generally, if I'm just going to hunt somewhere for like 30, 40 minutes, then unless it's like a very functionally necessary charm, like for example, if I go to Warzone 3, I will assign Fatal Hold on Iron Blights no matter what, right? Because it just makes the hunt like a million times better. But otherwise, yeah, unless I'm planning to hunt somewhere for a few hours, I don't really bother with charms either. It is actually kind of expensive, yeah. It's more expensive than you're going to make from it in like an hour. Thanks for the raid like a week ago. Ah, no problem. Oh, I remember now. I remember now who you are. There we go. I thought the name sounded familiar. No problem. What boost do you think is good to hunt? Inferniarch or Dragon? I'm quite confused. I'm quite confused about the question. Inferniarch? Do you mean Azalon? Are you asking what boots to hunt Azalon with? And dragons? Fire's but good in both of those, right? I think it depends on the level. Like if you go dragons, at level 600 you probably still want soul souls for that physical protection, because it's hard. And same with Azalon. If you go to Azalon at like level 400, you probably want that physical protection. But once you're like 100 levels higher than the absolute bare minimum, yeah, then you should probably just using you should be using the X boots, right, with the greater flurry of blows modifier, as well as the fire protection. I still need to need to buy the X boots actually. I keep forgetting. I need to start looking for them. All these like easy-ish spawns that I'm hunting, I should be using the X foot wraps or whatever they're called. The X foot wraps, right? Yeah, I should get a pair. You praised good all those years. Well, now it's a minor charm. It's actually kind of okay. When it was a major charm, then yeah, good was terrible. But now, you know, if you don't actually need anything, it's kind of okay. Although I'm a big fan of Cleanse recently. I've been using Cleanse a lot as my third minor charm. After Vamp and Void, of course. Vamp and Void are the best. Solkma's worth 500kk. Worth is a strange concept, isn't it? It's worth as much as somebody's going to pay for it, and the current price is 500kk, probably higher than that. I sold mine for almost 600kk the other day, so that is the price. Whether it's worth it, debatable. Alright, one more lap. 3 minutes and we're going. Hello Kusnier, I'm RP520 with full best set except for armor. To hunt Bashmus, do you think it's better ghost chestplate with life and energy? Or gnome armor with life and gnome armor? That was a long question for something that's I have no doubt about. Yeah, gnome armor with earth amulet and pendulets, yes. Pendulet or sleep shawls, both fine. Pendulet's cheaper to use though, right? Half the price. Low level 1k adrenaline burst is the best. I've still not really given it a go. I'm sure it's fun, but is it actually like reliable and stuff? I don't know. The profit's actually kind of bad, considering. Like, I think for the amount of Bashmus that I've killed, the average loot value should be higher than what I've gotten. I think I should have been closer to like 2kk profit, to be honest with you. So I think we've got a bit unlucky here. Never mind. I've got a gold pouch as well, Malcry. I've admitted defeat and I got it. I mean, look, Mark, I'm not about to start advocating people start getting gold pouches. I don't think it's really worth, but it certainly feels good. It's a nice quality of life feature. I see the gold pouch more as a quality of life feature than a monetary, economical sort of feature, right? I'm just paying for the quality of life rather than the value that it brings. Okay. 1 hour, 1.7kk profits. Let's take a screenshot. I'm not actually going to reset the analyzer. We'll try to keep the analyzer going for summer court as well with 0 supplies. And we'll have one giant analyzer at the end of the stream. Alright, so it's almost summer court time. No more Bashmu duty. How many have we killed, by the way? Let's have a look. 450 juveniles, 287 regulars. God, it's slow, especially the regulars. Just under 300 an hour. How many more do I need? Look in a second. Let's just get out. How many more do I need? I've got 1,000 exactly. 1,002. So I need another 5 hours, 5.5 hours or so. Oh, that's a chore. It'll be a long time before I do those. Not fun. Alright. But anyway, 1.7kk profit. Let's drop off the loot. Let's apply some. Do we apply some charms for Summer Court? I think so. I want poison on Tan. Freeze Divine Wrath on Arachno. It's Low Blow, Savage Blow. Are we going on Falcons again? No, I'm not going to Falcons again. Not unless it's like boosted, so fuck that. Let's just go do that. Summer. Alright. I'll do. I don't have Insane Siren unlocked. It's also why I want to go Summer Court. I still need a lot of them. Where is it? There you go. I only have 1,000. Carney Sylvans are not fun either. I'm never doing Carney Sylvans. Absolutely fuck those monsters. I am never doing this bestiary. Well, never say never, I suppose, but not for a very, very, very long time. Right. Straight to Summer Court. Okay, big. And I guess let's just get straight into it. So I'm not resetting the analyzer, so we're 1 hour and 3 minutes in. But we'll see later how much profit we made and how much time. We're on 1.75 KK profit, okay. It's going to be very trivial here, by the way, like very, very easy. Oh, unlucky. Yeah. Rip. No supplies? Oh yeah, of course no supplies. One. Why do you still need to ask? I did no supplies at Falcons. Do you think I'm going to use supplies at Summer Court? Who do you think I am, a knight?
Thanks for the stream, sir.
Wow. Thank you very much, Markray. Thank you for the €10. Appreciate it. Hope the stream makes you feel a bit better. Thank you. Keep up the good work trying to get the monk nerf. I don't want the monk nerf. I'm just playing and having fun. Why does everyone have to be a nerf or no nerf discussion? Just let me enjoy it. I can accept that my videos and my gameplay can contribute to the nerfs. However, what I don't like people saying and what I don't like hearing is the word fault or blame. You know, that I disagree with. Contribute? Sure. It's my fault? No, I don't like that. I'm not the developer. It's the developer's fault for designing it in such a way and leaving it unbalanced. It's not my fault. When you realize that you could that kind of hunt without supplies, the very first hunt. Okay, so this is actually, I guess nobody asked this before. The very first hunt I did with 0 supplies was, I think, day 3 or day 4 of the monk. It was Sunken Quarter in Yalaha. I think I was around level 150-ish, and I had like full imbue. And I was like, hang on a minute, this is really easy. Let me just see if I just try not to use any supplies. And yeah, 1 hour later, I had like 400k profit onto the Sunken Quartz. And I was like, huh, I wonder if I can do this anywhere else. And here we are, 4 months later, with half of the spots done as 0 supply. Tribute. Look how ridiculously easy this is. Like, it's such a joke. Like, I'm literally just spamming Xurigran and like constant full health. As everything melts around me. Ridiculous. It's not my fault the vocation is so busted, okay? Not my fault. Did I hear Monk nerfed again? Isn't that K. Reese's character name? No, it's soon nerfed, right? That's her character name. It's a good name. Honestly, sometimes playing as characters, like playing like an OTS with like broken leeching and stuff, just to sit there and it's like full health, perma full health. Love it. Just get best in slot then, bro. Easy. Just get yourself tier 5 legs, tier 5 weapon. It'd be easy for you as well. I think I've got to do an Exura Infia stream at some point. Exura Gran is just too good, I think. I think it's kind of cheating using Exura Gran as your healing spell. I have to go deeper. I have to go for Exura Infia next time. See how that goes. You could achieve that sustain on other vocations? No. Sustain-wise, the Monk is the best. Both because he has high damage in spells, which scale very well with Leech. And because he has that Virtue healing. Because why not? Because why shouldn't Monk have free healing every time he casts a spell? Every Kusnier viewer waiting for Monk Nerf to shit on chat. Oh yeah. One of my most busy sort of like / successful streams was like the day after like one of the first Monk Nerfs. Like everybody was in chat, like taking a piss. Good times. Worth it. Totally worth it. Gain Zap and Poison on level 2 and Low Blow level 1. What should I take next? Low Blow level 2. Start saving for Low Blow level 2. And afterwards, Savage Blow level 2. Can you at least use potions even if you don't need them? No. I have a personal beef with potions. Next YouTube series, no heal at all. No healing spell. Ooh. How about like no equipment pieces? How about summer courts, 0 supplies, with sanguine claws only, and no other equipment? Oh Jesus Christ! Oh, gain some backspawn. Interesting. People getting so mad about your performance so good it gets quite funny. Yeah, I know. People don't realize that when they come in this chat and they start blaming me for the nerfs, all they do is just feed my ego. You know, I could really do without having a bigger ego, but they just come in and they're like, oh, Kusnier is so good again in Monk Nerf. Oh, you asshole. Oh. Well, thank you. I know. But it is funny. How are we doing experience-wise? 5.5 KK roll, okay. We've been hunting for 11 minutes, so we've still got 4 minutes to see if we can push it to 6 KK roll. Obviously, EKs can do more than that, but, you know, we don't have a nice weapon. Should a monk with that strong solo? Yep. Look, I totally agree. I think all the cry is really exaggerated. Like, I like to play into it sometimes because, you know, there are times when the monk feels really busted. Like, you know, like the Falcons 0 supply. I mean, you know, it's questionable whether that should be allowed. But in the grand scheme of things, the results aren't like unbelievable, right? And he definitely struggles high level, especially in team hunts. So, yeah. I think people are exaggerating a little bit, or not really understanding. I've been here 14 minutes, so once we clear the courtyard downstairs, that'll be 15 minutes. So then we can try and extrapolate some numbers. We were on about what level? Oh shit, I forgot to get a boost going. Get a boost. Fuck. Oh well. That was a 30 TC boost as well because of the server reset today. Hog. Yeah, we'll be able to extrapolate the profit after 15 minutes. The profit from Bashmu was 1.74 kk. So we'll see what we're on after we clear downstairs. I lost the Thanacersus down there. Can I pull him out somehow? No, he's not coming. Never mind. Hey, Mike. Hello. Imagine if the Nerf is related to sustain. Maybe. If I were to guess the next Nerf, it would be sweep and takedown. But I really don't anticipate another Nerf. I'm sorry, I really don't think so. It's really not needed at the moment. We are very balanced. Alright. So let's see, 15 minutes we've been hunting here. 6 kk raw. Okay, we just cracked 6 kk raw. I don't actually think I have any animus here. Or not very much, maybe just on Arachnos. So yeah, 6 kk raw. And the profit we've made so far is about 500k. Just short of 500k. So we're on about for 2 kk profit per hour here. So this is like better than Bashmu's, right? It's better profit than Bashmu's and like almost twice as much experience. Because we made like 480k profit in 15 minutes. That's 1.9 kk or so. Summer and winter courts are both very profitable if you don't use supplies. Surprise, surprise, I guess. RP and EK can do the same. EXP here? Oh yeah, they could do better. I mean, I used to peak at like 6.5 kk raw here on my like 500 EK. So yeah, no, experience-wise, EKs will always be better here because ice is just better, a lot better. Profit-wise though, they do have to use some supplies here, EKs. So profit-wise, I think the monk probably wins out. Do you have an evil plan to nerf monk to oblivion, showing good results? I have no such plan. I would be very sad if that happened because I really love the Vocation. I have lots of fun playing it. But ultimately I could just switch and play an EK or start playing more Path of Exile and stuff. So if Tipsoft ruins the Vocation, I'll just move on. But I don't think so. I think they want to make it. They want to make it good and balanced. I have trust in Tipsoft. They're not going to kill the cash cow that is Tibia. And I think Monk has added a lot of interest to Tibia and brought a lot of people back. I'm really looking forward to see the financial statements for 2025 and see what impact the monk has had, if any. This monk content should be banned straight away on Twitch. Play zero supplies, straight to jail. Do Tibia Drome, straight to jail. Follow-up run on 300, straight to jail. 7 KK right naggers on level 400, believe it or not, straight to jail. Feels like there's not enough respawn. Am I overkilling somewhat? I don't think so. Maybe it's just my imagination. By the way, in case people don't know, because I've added this only a few days ago and nobody's using it, I have added a TTS message for channel points. So if anybody wants the message read out, instead of highlighting it, in case I can't look for whatever reason, then you can also use that. It's not that expensive, I think, but I think people just don't know that I've added that. So if anybody likes TTS, then you can do that for channel points nowadays. Do you think Tipsoft should incentivize players to stay online, like rewarding faster stamina recovery when you're NPC? No. Well, that's just incentivizing botting in some way, isn't it? I don't think so. Staying online for the sake of staying online doesn't do anything for the game. I wouldn't like to feel like I have to be online, like moving my mouse every 16 minutes. Garbage. I've updated the emoji prefix. It does have an R now, so it's Kusnier 5 head. I think if you used it before and you've got like saved in your previously used, that's why it's now not showing Mike. Yeah, I updated the prefix. Sorry. Well. People still don't realize it's not you or Tipsoft who really brought this Notebook community often don't have basic knowledge of Tibia. Well, I don't know. By that logic, it's, in my opinion, it's Tipsoft's fault then. Tipsoft, as the developer, you know, have the ultimate responsibility for balancing. If they listen to community without looking at the data themselves, then it's still their fault. Right? Doesn't matter if they're doing it consciously, unconsciously, whatever. They have the ultimate responsibility. Sure, Grushka, thank you for stopping by. 7 hours, wow. Good night, pal. See you next time. I'll be finishing in like 20 minutes anyways, so you're not missing much. Yeah, good night. Do you think, like me, that Tipsoft should make some options of sounds for some things, like all out attack? Yeah, you know, it's Tipsoft, right? They've added this feature of like sound, like massive update after 25 years, and then that's it. Just not touching it, right? No customization, no nothing, just half-assed garbage feature. Like, oh, honestly, I hate that Tipsoft works this way. They'll release a feature and then not touch it for 5 years. Like, wow, well. Yes, I think they should definitely work more on the sound. There's a lot of potential to it, but currently it's missing some of that potential. Do you play anything over green stamina? Brother, I don't even play green stamina. It's rare these days that I would burn my green stamina. I'm almost constantly on 42 hours. So the answer is no, I do not play over green stamina, unless it's like rapid respawn maybe sometimes. And when the monk first came out, I played a little bit more, obviously, but no anymore. RP or Monk in the 600 to 1k range. Your solo enjoyment, smiles per hour. For smiles per hour, Monk is your best bet for any level range. It just has the nicest feel and responsiveness of any vocation, in my opinion. And in the 600 to 1000 level range, solo, the Monk is still perfectly fine. Still perfectly fun and powerful. This the claw slap sound, yeah. Yes, the sounds are a bit. Well, like I say, half-assed features and then left to rot and not touched for years and years and years. But hey, I'm happy they added sound to the game for one reason. They created a pretty banger soundtrack, like the actual soundtrack, like the cities and stuff. My opinion, slaps. Some of those songs actually really slap, and I just use those as the soundtrack for my YouTube videos, and it's really good. So I'm very happy with that. I asked for permission from Tipsoft. They're like, no problem. You can use all that stuff for YouTube for maybe videos. So I use them as the background soundtrack for my videos. Super happy with that. Obviously that's a bit of a niche use case, but you know, I'm happy with it. Biggest challenge amongst being the healer of the group? Yeah, so Malcry, honestly, the spender, we were talking about this in the Discord today actually as well. Like the spender is really shit. The healing spender, the mass spirit mend or whatever, really not good. They really need to change it from being a spender to just being a random spell, healing spell. It's not a builder, not a spender, and just increase its base power, because as a spender, you just never use it over an attacking ability, right? I wouldn't. So it's just kind of wasted. And it doesn't even heal that much, to be honest. Honestly, your best bet is to just kind of ignore it and maybe use Mass Spirit Mend in like quests and stuff. Like if you're doing like Pharaoh Ascension, you know, heal everybody up around you or whatever. But for actual hunting, I don't think so. Oh wow, that's a great avatar. Thanks, Tipsoft. You think it's a good idea to stack Harmony with runes? I'm assuming you mean Harmony. No. No, I don't, Mike. I don't think we have enough of a magic level for that to be worth it. And giving up on Harmony? I don't think so. If they made a change where runes function as builders, so that you throw a rune and you get Harmony charge, then maybe. But as long as that's not the case, then no. No, I don't think so. At 5 Harmony, is Mass Spirit Mend better with Virtue Sustain or Virtue Harmony? With Sustain, it'll still be better with Sustain. Harmony bonus is not that large. I'm coming back to Tibia after a few years and can't decide between playing EK, RP, and Monk. I'm still not used to the EM shortcut for the Monk, by the way. Whenever someone says EM, I have to like do like a little mental calculation. What the hell is he talking about? Which one would you recommend for level 100 to 400? Not the Paladin. Paladin is really weak in those levels still. So EK or Monk. If you have, I don't know what your budget is. If you have high budget, then Monk. If you have low to medium budget, then go for the DK, I'd say. It's going to be easier to buy the character. Is Monk the best solo vocation right now? In the low levels, up to like 600-700, yeah, I'd say so. We're going to do one more lap after this. We've been here for almost 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, we made 800k profit. Let's drop down a little bit. About 1.6 per hour. And after 600 is RP. After 600, it's like, it's just not flat out the best vocation. Like, it's more even, right? I think the RP starts to like take over properly around like maybe 800-900. Until that point, the monk is still like comparable. And in some respawns, it'll be better than the paladin. Do you have it configured so every spell turns your character in the direction of the targeted creature? No. I mean, I don't know if you mean auto-aim. If you mean auto-aim, then no. And if you mean like a macro, which would be against their rules, then also certainly no. I just use control and WASD to turn. Well, we've got 7 minutes on the amulet before it discharges, so I guess we'll do 7 more minutes. Just discharge that, and then we'll end. Instead of nerfing the monk, they should buff all the other vocations. Whenever somebody says this, like, I like the sentiment, but the reality is that it's easier to nerf 1 than buff 4. And also power creep is a real thing in Tibia. And if they keep buffing and buffing and buffing, eventually the whole game will be trivialized, and I don't think that's that fun either, to be honest. I'm always more in favor of upgrading the quality of life of outdated mechanics and characters, and I would rather go that way than giving like more power. I would rather increase the quality of life and enjoyment of some of the older vocations. You know, give them like virtues, you know, passive virtues, passive applications of like debuffs and stuff. Like that's much nicer, and it's not going to be like that much more power. $1.1 KK profit at Diamos. Solid. Suspicious devices must be fairly expensive on your server.
Felt like I was stuck in chains. All this time with you, I took the pain. Knew that it was wrong to stay.
Yeah, we've had I think this may be my first zero supply stream where I didn't use any supplies at all during the whole stream. Should make it a common occurrence.
Feel so free, gonna shout it out loud. Without you, I'm limitless. There's nothing like you.
14 at 16k each. That's actually not so much, Krieg. 16k is not very much for suspicious devices. I think it close to like 25k on my server. Huh. Fair enough. That's quite a lot of profit. Right, we are finishing the lap and then I'm going. I can't be bothered anymore. We've still got a couple more minutes at least till we finish this lap. So we're not quite going to hit the 3kk profits I was hoping for in two hunts. But, you know, pretty close. We'll be on like 2.7 or so. Still good. Today we nerfed the virtual life leech. As long as they don't like totally remove it, I'm not even that bothered. Just so I get that flat bonus from the Sanguine Claws healing on that. I always thought it was surprising that they added this healing on there. No other Vocation has anything like that. Oh, look at that! Fiendish! Random fiend just spawned on top of me. If we get a soul core, we've got that. We will have this 3kk. Come on, soul core. Come on. The 3kk dream is alive, boys. Let's go. Come on. Oh, 8 slivers. Damn it. That one would have been worth a lot as well. 3kk, that would have been worth. That would have been 3kk in just one item. Asshole. When do I think is the next nerf? I'm not anticipating one. If I were a betting man, which I'm not, I would say we're not gonna see a nerf until we get like a proper rebalance of like other vocations, and then we'll just see some changes. Some of them will be perceived as nerfs, some of them will be perceived as buffs. That's my prediction. Question regarding monk behavior: do you ever use the quick jab ability? No. Nope. Buff on TH, yeah, that's what I'd like to see. I'm expecting a buff to TH somehow. I don't know how, but that's what we need. Especially late game TH. Like early game TH, just because the monk does so much damage is fine. But once he deals as much damage as the other vocations, it's worse because he can't deal the damage as reliably. Yeah, that's the thing. They have to be careful because, yeah, buffing Team Hunt usually results in buffing solo as well, right? Which is what they don't want. Or not very much anyway. You need to make Virtue of Justice viable. They just need to revert the nerf to Justice to the Fist bonus. Like they did a double nerf. That's the problem. They did a nerf where they lowered the value of Fist it gives, and then they did a nerf to Chained Penance, Chained Penance, which was an indirect nerf to Virtue of Justice, because Virtue of Justice was so good primarily because Chained Penance was so good, and in the Virtue of Justice rotation you were able to use Chained Penance 3 times, whereas in the Virtue of Harmony you use Chained Penance only twice. So now that Chained Penance has been nerfed, Virtue of Harmony has indirectly been buffed and Virtue of Justice nerfed. So oh, looks like we have full dust. Get this. I believe they'll release new monk weapons soon. They'll release some with like regular updates. I don't think they're going to be releasing any others outside of like the designated update times. All right, so yeah, we're gonna start wrapping up. We did 1 hour 40 hunt. First we did an hour at Bashmu's, then we did a 40 minutes or so at Summer Court. 0 supplies used, 2.7 kk profit. Not bad. How much is Cobra Bow and Nevia? 40 kk-ish. Around 10 KTC. 1 KTC, sorry. It's not that expensive. 1k and a bit. Even Bambo Joe is expensive. Bambus, right? I don't know. None on Nevia. Best virtue for level 100, fist 89. Harmony. At level 100, you want to use in Harmony. They really should add some variety. Maybe a Warzone weapon for Monk. Oh, you mean like kind of lower levels? Yeah, maybe. I mean, there's only like 2 viable elements though, so you don't need that many weapons really. But yeah, some other drops from other places would be welcome. What would you say is no supply potential for level 230? Yeah, something like Sunken Quarter, Soul Eater Mountain, maybe. Okay. Basically, like, you know, hunting grounds like level 100 or so. All right. Let me turn off the music, turn off the sound. Let's find somebody to raid because I'm going to be wrapping up. Next stream is going to be Monday evening, so 2 days from now. So if you want to catch me live, it'll be on Monday evening, likely the same time slot as this, 9 till 11 p.m. Polish time. Spar is still streaming. What the? Is always Spar is so funny. Like he'll disappear for months not streaming, and then he'll come back and then he streams for like 14 hours a day. Like what the fuck is up with him, dude? But I love him, so we'll go in there, of course. Let me answer some of the questions. What else have you asked? Now it's basically Pair of Monk with Drachiku, Nanchiko of Destruction. Yep. I mean, I don't think that's like, I mean, Lopper, think about an EK. On EK, you get like a level 70 sword with 3 imbue slots and you use that until level 220. It's the same. On Paladin, you get a Rift Bow and what, you use that to like 200 plus as well. I don't think Monk is all that unique in this. Hunting grounds for level 250 plus Drachiku per Monk. I don't know, dude. Check out Tibipal. I don't know, maybe Candy Nibblemores. Just check out tibipal.com/hunting. I've added a new section where you can filter by elemental damage now. So you can just filter for energy. I guess just find anything below level 250. You think Monk is still in level of strength that makes solo playing over vocations kind of obsolete? I think obsolete is very, very strong way of putting it. But yes, I do think Monk is a better solo vocation, at least in the lower levels, up to like 600 or so. All right, I've got to go. It's getting late. I need to go to bed. So thanks very much for watching, everybody. As always, love you all so much. See you in 2 days. Hopefully, say hello to Svar for me, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.